gotta give in now. I think I gotta live this now. I think gonna be man, I'ma kill this stuff real quick. I'ma go take it to town, cause I gotta be that king in the ring when I'm knocking them out when I'm back with the whip. Cause I am just up on the journey. Just know that I'm just going insane.
Warriors, rise. Time to speak my truth. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, crypto, and business coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Now, I've got a lot of amazing feedback about these Saturday videos where I just speak my truth. And this is one of those times and one of those days. Yes, I've been sharing with you guys, we're going into the worst economic collapse in financial history. That's facts, figures, numbers, logic. It's coming. Look at 50 years ago. Look at 100 years ago. Look at 5,000 years ago when they stopped talking about society. You can go through this. This is a cyclic thing that happens all the time. They put us in the Coliseum. We're drunk on the wine. We're looking this way, and there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. But what I want to share with you guys is in the influencer space, in the social media space, in the TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter space, this is where real character will be revealed. Let me repeat that. This is where real character will be revealed. This is my truth. You don't have to accept this. Remember, I always say, don't trust a word I say. Trust the feeling and vibration it creates and act accordingly. I'm going to first start with a story with Creflo Dollar, the preacher, okay? I do want to say I'm grateful for him coming out and admitting, because a real man literally will stand tall and admit their faults. So he came out recently and said to his congregation of, I don't know how many millions of people. I don't know how many people he has in his congregation. Now, mind you, this guy's flown private jets, mansions, has lived a lavish life. I don't know where he makes his money from. Who knows? I think he has, a lot of different things, but, he has a lot of people tithing, right? And he came out recently, and I'm very grateful for him doing this. And I think it's a very noble thing that he did. And you can have your opinion on it. But he came out and said that he was wrong for a very, 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 very long time. Very, very long time. This is about false teachers, okay? And character. And he said that he had been encouraging people to tithe through fear. Let that word resonate throughout this whole video. Fear. Creating a vibration in you that if you don't tithe, you're not going to receive, which is completely incorrect in my paradigm, my truth. My belief system on that is that we always say we use 10% of our brain. That's a lie. We use 100% of our brain. We choose to access the 10% of our brain, which is the left hemisphere, which is facts, figures, numbers, logic, pornography, excessive video game playing, all the worldly things. And God says, give me your 10%. Give that to me. You're not a sinner. You're not a bad person. Just give that to me for a moment in time and come into light, love, and positivity. Meditate, breathe, fast, and I'll give you life. It's not about going and giving an entity or a church or money. And he admitted that. He said, we've fearfully been getting you to tithe. And he said, it's all about grace and love. Noble. Good job, Creflo Dollar. But still, you're going to have to live with the repercussions of spreading a false message. Okay. And you know that. I think you admitted that as well. You'll live with those repercussions. I don't know if you said that specifically, but thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Now, I'm not saying I'm almighty, or I'm not even a teacher. I'm just someone who's expressing information onto a screen. I'm basically talking to myself if you listen to my podcast. So who am I? I'm a podcast host, a top podcast on Apple, iTunes, Coach JV, right? I've been doing it consistently since 2017. I've never missed a podcast. I don't think we've ever missed. We had one technical issue, but for our doing, we never missed a podcast, right? I've been consistently doing podcasts. I've done over 17,000, 18,000 social media posts, over 1,400 YouTube videos. We're at like 1,300 podcasts. I've just been a consistent individual spreading a message of light, love, and positivity and information that I'm researching. That's it. That's who I am, right? So what happens is when we start to experience droughts, we start to experience energy changes, we start to experience financial collapses, we start to experience changes in a social economic system. And we go from abundance to fear state of mind. Influencers, leaders, character is revealed. Okay. Highly, highly revealed. And you have to ask yourself, when somebody starts attacking another individual or individuals and says, you are doing this, or don't trust this, or don't do this, or don't da 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 da, you have to ask yourself, why is that individual doing that? Why are they even worried about that? It's because the character is being revealed of that individual. Character is revealed in hard times. So this goes to you influencers that are watching this. I appreciate you and love you, but if you're a character and your narrative is changing because of the sway of the markets, and if your message is now clout chasing and trying to use other influencers to gain followers by bashing other people or using other people's names to pull them into your ecosystem to try to get their audience, that will never work. It never has worked in human history. Think about that for just a moment. It's those who are consistent. It's those who are disciplined. It's those who are motivated. And it's those who know thyself that gain wisdom and understand that they just have to speak into this microphone, their truth, the same truth, and not change the truth based on their low frequency and vibration. That's it. So be careful and have discernment as you're going into these markets. Be careful and have discernment as you're picking influencers. Be careful and be discernment. If anybody ever is making you feel low about yourself or inadequate because you're not perfect or you're not leveling up or you're not doing this or that. I express my iniquities all the time. I express my insecurities all the time in the academy. And I'm not saying I'm greater than or better than. There's many things that I've gone through in the last couple of years. I went from having no followers to 1,250,000 followers, people coming up to me in grocery stores, people coming into restaurants. It's a really different feeling from growing to being a scared little boy and working on these insecurities inside of myself and thinking that I had it all figured out and thinking that I was secure as a man. And then all of a sudden I get all this attention and I'm like, what it's weird feeling. It's like a video game. It's like a video game, right? And the next level of the video game, you don't have all the tools and resources. You're getting the shit kicked out of you. But then you get more confidence and you build up, right? And then you get to the next level of the video and you don't have the right tools, but you keep practicing and you keep doing a good job and you're really insecure as you move into the next level. It's just like life, right? It's like someone going from college football into the NFL. Imagine when you walk on that NFL field, if you've ever succeeded before, and you get onto that NFL field, holy shit, do you know how scary that must be? The people go from weighing 200 pounds to 350 pounds, men with beards, 20 years of experience, smashing you. Imagine how that would feel. Think about that for just a moment. So what I want to share with you guys, this is a message of be careful who you're listening to. Be careful. I'm not saying you have to listen to me. I'm not even telling you what you need to believe. But my message has been consistent since I started my YouTube channel. I've always talked about XRP. I've always talked about XLM. I've always talked about Algorand, the ISO 20,000. I don't change my messages based on what the market's doing or what influencers doing, and all these clout chasers are using my name to try to get clout. I stay focused and disciplined on the activities that move the needle forward, writing my goals down every single day, short term, midterm, long term. I do the same research of the things that I feel within my current paradigm are going to build generational wealth for my family. I surround myself with great like-minded people. And if I don't like what you're doing, I'm going to come to your face if you're around me, and I'm going to tell you the things that I'm seeing and share with you the information, because I want to be around people like that. The people around me will come to me and tell me of my iniquities and how I can improve. And that's the type of people I want to be around. So this message may be confusing to some of you why I'm saying this. And there's always reasons why you're saying things, right? But what I'll share with you guys is I will show up every single day. Every single day. If I have iniquities, if you're in the Warrior Academy, I will express those iniquities because I want you to know that I go through the same things that you go through. But I am not stopping. My superpower is discipline. My superpower is consistency. My superpower is doing the same thing over and over and over again. And what I've experienced in my life is very, very talented people. I always win over them because they're not consistent enough. They're not disciplined enough. Let's talk about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was not the most talented person. He got cut from his high school team. So why did he make it? Because he was disciplined. He did the same things at the same time over and over and over, and he practiced in the off season. He didn't make excuses. He worked his ass off. He didn't focus on anybody else. He focused on himself. He created his own narratives in his head, and he got to work. He didn't let those narratives destroy him. He focused and he stayed dedicated. He didn't let people live rent-free in his mind. He controlled the vibrational frequency and became one of the greatest of all time that we all talk about. So warriors, this is the greatest time in human history. My narrative won't change. It will be the same day after day. It will mold through wisdom and understanding as I gain new truths of who I am. But I'm never going to come on here and act like I'm somebody I'm not. I'm never going to come on here and express information that I'm not researching myself. I'm showing you facts, figures, numbers, logic, words. And the reason why it's working out for me is because I found my truth. And that's what I encourage people to do. And the reason why it's usually not working out for people is because they haven't found their truth. And when they haven't found their truth, what they do is they pick on other people. That's what bullies do. Okay. So if you're an influencer, you have a lot of you clout chasers coming at me. Don't waste your time. TikTok, it's full of them, dude, doing stitches. Don't waste your time. You're coming at the wrong person, because I'm just going to say I love you. So to you clout chasers, I love you. Get your shit together. That's endearing, because when I say that, I'm talking to myself. So here's what I'm doing, warriors. Here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm spending my time doing outside of being a father. Okay. I am working and studying nonstop. I am working out twice a day. I am fasting every single day. My nutrition is on point, and I'm giving myself reprieve. I had some ice cream last night. It was fucking delicious. I earned that shit after my second workout. I'm disciplined. I motivate myself by looking in the mirror and asking myself if I move the needle forward. I write my goals down every single day. I pray every single day. I meditate every single day. I do not watch pornography. I transmute my sexual energy into things that are positive. And now I'm heading to a new level of wisdom, which is transmuting clout chasers' energy that they're giving me into productive things like building Uncommon 1%, our business coaching program. We now have 640 members in our business coaching program, full of light, love, and positivity. So what you can get from me is honesty, integrity, and an unwavering fucking belief system that can't be stopped. I'm not the most talented individual in the world, and I've never been the most talented individual in the world. So I do need to work harder than other people. I do need to put in the discipline activities. But here's the truth, warriors. I don't work 16 hours to 19 hours a day. I'm off at 2 o'clock every single day. So don't get disillusioned. These people are like, oh, you know, I used to work 16 to 19 hours a day, but I'm effective. I'm disciplined. I'm honest. I'm integral. And this message is to myself. I want to come back and look at this in time. It is what, July 23rd, 2022. And I want to come back and look at this year and say, I'm proud of you, JV. I'm proud of you for being a leader in yourself. I'm proud of you for being a good person. I'm proud of you for being a good father. And I'm proud of you for loving people more than they could love themselves. So if this message reached you well, fantastic. If it turned you off, I'm sorry. I love you very, very much. Stop letting me live rent-free in your mind. Get your shit together. If you want to be around like-minded individuals, one of the best academies in the world, this is the type of shit we do. We write down our goals. We exercise together. We break bread together. We do our portfolios together. We learn about cryptocurrency, education, generational wealth building together. It's what we do. We're not negative. We lift each other up. Do we make mistakes? Absolutely. So be careful for false teachers making you feel lowly about yourself. Love you guys. Have a great day. Warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go.